All right, welcome to Behind the Plastic. Today I'm here with one of my best friends, Kyla. And just a little bit about Kyla. She just barely moved here this year, so we're really lucky to have her come. Kyla's one of the nicest, funniest people I know, and I have loved getting to become one of Kyla's really good friends. Well, at least I think I'm one of her good friends. I don't know how she feels, but we will get started now. So where did you go to school before here?
Okay, so before here I was at Skyline, so
Yeah.
a way bigger school.
So yeah, how was Skyline different than West Jeff?
Well, obviously the student population is way different, and the environment, how do you explain? So, the kids here are way more caring and, compassionate than the kids there, and I don't know what it is about it, but everyone there is a lot different than here, because here you kind of get to know everyone more, and so I think you get closer with everyone, so.
And have you enjoyed that, or what have you enjoyed about West Jeff versus Skyline, and have you enjoyed that, closer relationship with people?
I really can't think of anything that I liked better at Skyline.
Really?
Yeah. But, I don't know, being with the kids here is way different, because, like I said, you're closer and people care here, and even though people say, it's kind of fake here, I feel like it's way more genuine.
Yeah.
The people here are more genuine.
Yeah, and I like how you said fake, because I've been talking to one of my teachers a lot about how fake is being used so much, and so I want to ask you what do you think the difference is between being fake, and do you think that if someone, because I always say fake is if you don't like someone and then you act like you like them, and do you think that that's being fake, or do you think that's just being a good person? If you don't necessarily like someone, you still try to treat them good, and where do you think the line is drawn between that and fake?
Okay, so I think fake is, so if I'm friends with you, right, and then I'm gonna go talk to someone else, and I'm like, oh man, Kaya,
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna come to your face and be like, oh hey Kaya, and then I feel like that's fake. But if I feel like it's okay, I don't have to like someone, but I don't have to go running my mouth about it.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. I really, really like that. So what are some things that you're involved in, and maybe you can go between both schools at Skyline and here, and what do you enjoy doing?
Well, I recently tried out for basketball and made the team, and then I'll be in softball later this year. But I feel like at Skyline, even if you're part of something, you don't kind of feel like you're part of it, and where the school's so big, you kind of feel lost. And so here, I feel like no matter what's going on, you're involved and you're part of it, and you make an impact, and so that's a lot better.
I like that. It kind of feels like you aren't just a little small fish. Here you can kind of spread your wings and show who you are and have a bold personality. I really like that. And tell us more about softball, because Kyla is an amazing softball player. So tell us a little bit about your softball career.
I don't know. Let's see. So my grandpa taught me to play when I was tiny, probably 6, and then me and my cousin, and so we didn't really have anything to do, so that's what we did. And then I think we were 8, and we tried out for our first all-star team, and so we're all bugged. They're like, oh my gosh, it's an all-star team, we're gonna suck, we're only 8, and it was 10U, and so we're like, there's no way, right? And so we made the team, and so that's Southern Idaho Ice. They're from CSI, is the college coach there. And so that was a pretty good experience, but they kind of, I don't know, they don't like short people, so I struggled. But it eventually got better, and so it started with my grandpa. And then obviously progressed, and then, my sophomore year was kind of a downfall year. I was like, oh man, I kind of, just in a slump, you know how athletes get in a slump. And so then I was like, that's it, I'm tired of being in this slump. So then I was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. So we found, her name's Sam, and she's my pitching coach still, and she's from Shelley. So we found her, and we went, and I quit basketball so that I could focus on softball. So we pitched with Sam for 8 or 10 hours a week, right? Trying to get back to where I needed to be. So I went from 46 miles an hour my sophomore year.
Which is still freaking good.
To 58 my junior year. and so I feel like that kind of boosts you up a little bit, and so now I'm coming to West J. It's gonna be crazy, but
it's gonna be awesome. I play softball too, so we're so lucky to have Kyla on our team, and hopefully state championship this year. And another question I like to ask is, because I think that as students and as people, we can draw strength from hearing about challenges other people have faced, and we can apply them to our own life. So what is a hard challenge that you have had to face in your life?
Well, so when I was 2, my dad was not around for 9 years, okay? So that was kind of difficult to overcome, but he's like my best friend now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. When I was tiny, like, how old was I? 4 to like 10 probably. There's a guy in my mom's life, and he was super abusive, so that was difficult, but we got away from that.
Yeah.
And then, like 2 years ago, I was sexually assaulted, but got through that, and so I'm pretty like big on resilience, you know,
Yeah.
and big on like forgiveness and pushing through, and so I'm a way different person because of it all, and I don't think I'd be half the person I was if I didn't. So
Yeah.
super thankful for everything.
So, like, what advice would you give to someone who is going through that same problem, maybe on like abuse or sexual assault? How would you recommend to get through something like that? And I know that you would probably never wish that upon someone, but would you want to take back any of those experiences that you had?
Well, first of all, for telling people to like how to get through it, people are mean, you know,
Yeah,
and so
for
like
sure.
it's not your fault, never, and you kind of feel like that, and you get stuck, and you're like, oh man, well if I would have, you know, like it's not like that. It's not your fault, and there's nothing you can do to change it, and so you kind of just have to learn from it, and I think everything happens for a reason. I'm big on that too.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I'd take it back. Like, yeah, it was miserable to get through, but like once you get through it, you're an amazing person because of it, and you can help other people, because I know people who have like been there, you know, and I'm like, hey dude, like I've been there, you know, like I got you, you know, and you can connect with people differently than.
I love that. I love that you have tried to use your challenges and experiences to help others and to connect to others, and I think that's what it's all about. People is what it's all about. Why have experiences if you can't help others with them? So I love that. And then, because we're seniors, at the end of all these interviews, I just ask, what is one word or what is one piece of advice that you want to give the students of West Jefferson about being comfortable in their own skin and breaking down their plastic? So what would you say?
I know coming from Skyline, like walking through the halls is even different. Like Skyline, it's like, this is where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna avoid everyone on my way there. And here you're allowed to look up and you're allowed to enjoy everything around you. And so I think that no matter like how self-conscious you are or anything, like just enjoy what's around you, you know, like, and you'll find that there's amazing people here. So you need to break through. You're not gonna meet them, you know. And so like if I wouldn't have tried out for basketball, we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah,
we really wouldn't be friends, you know. And so I think you need to kind of put yourself out there, and like, yeah, it's gonna be scary and you might get hurt, but like, what if you don't? You know? So.
Yeah, there's no harm. Like, we have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So just go for it. Sweet. Well, thank you so much, Kyla. And join me next time for the next episode of Behind the Plastic.